A witness has described his desperate attempts to save poor people. 4 people killed in a helicopter crash south of Sydney yesterday. It exploded in flames as it hit the ground trying to land at Bulli Tops. Robert Avadia joins me from the scene. Good morning, Robert. Are investigators any closer to knowing what happened?
Good morning, Anne. Well, they're absolutely no closer at all to discovering how the crash happened, but in the past 20 minutes or so we've been given some fairly significant clues as to how they may have died. In terms of the actual crash, it may well have been pilot error, it might have been mechanical error. That's going to take a long time to determine, but in terms of the fireball that engulfed the R44 immediately after the crash, we've been told, as I said, in the past 20 minutes or so, that this chopper behind me had not been retrofitted with a bladder, a flexible outer skin for the fuel tank, as recommended because of safety concerns, because of a number of other crashes involving the Robinson 44. That meant it still had an aluminium tank. From witnesses that we've spoken with this morning, the impact was a low impact crash, so very little to explain other than that aluminium tank that is utterly inflexible, why the chopper was engulfed in flames. Earlier I spoke to John, a rather harrowing account from him as to what he did and some of his mates did as they were erecting some scaffolding nearby to try to save the people on board.
Got it out almost. Well, it was for 3 seconds. Ran a fire extinguisher retardant stuff and ignited again, and then I knew it was all over then. I couldn't do anything. I had nothing else to do. None of the boys. We tried in vain, and Chris and Al, last ditch hope, tried to pull him out.
John there, and he was a very shaken man. In fact, there were quite a few parts of that interview that we simply could not air. Now, the Transport Safety Bureau advises us that a preliminary report into this accident will be known sometime in the next 30 days or so, but a full, complete investigation and report, it will take maybe a good 4 or 5 months, Anne.
All right, many thanks, Rob. Robert Avadia reporting.